Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So Gervonta Davis stirred up a little controversy earlier today. And I know we've seen some videos out there talking about he rips Floyd Mayweather, and that was factually wrong. But what he was essentially saying, Jay, and this was a challenge from somebody on Twitter basically saying that Devin Haney is becoming that dude. He's becoming the face of boxing. And he's basically saying that, and I think somebody else actually piggybacked off of it and basically said that if people think that Gervonta Davis got there on his own skill set, popularity, what have you, that wasn't necessarily the case. In reality, he got there off of the momentum of Floyd Mayweather. And so Gervonta Davis decided to respond to that, basically saying that at the end of the day, Floyd was all talk. And he said right after that, that's not me taking a shot. I'm paraphrasing. It's not me taking a shot, but Floyd was just the mouthpiece. Al Heyman was the person. Now, he did imply some things, Jay, in that tweet when you think about it, because he said that Al knew what was going on and basically reached out to him and basically took hold of his career, and it's been off to the Rockets or off to the stars from there, right? And so I understand that. So there are some implications in that, but to say that he ripped Floyd Mayweather is not necessarily factual. Now, let's talk about it. What actually occurred there? You never know what Gervonta Davis is talking about. He may be talking about the dysfunction that was readily apparent between he and Floyd Mayweather, because they always went back and forth. Maybe he was talking about that, and that's what Al Heyman saw. I don't know. But to say that Floyd Mayweather was just all talk and that he did not contribute to the success of Gervonta Davis would also be factually incorrect. Of course, Gervonta Davis had gained some level of exposure through Floyd Mayweather. Of course, he was able to benefit from being associated with Floyd. Absolutely. But he also had to get into the ring and show the skill set. He also had to have the personality. He also had to be someone who was engaging and that people wanted to follow and had an exciting style. All those things matter. So I'm not going to say that Floyd was all talk. He wasn't just all talk. He brought a lot to the table, number one. And on top of that, the fact that Floyd was all talk in that particular situation, that makes sense because he was the promoter. He is supposed to be talking you up. That's like saying Leonard Ellaby is just all talk. That's what he's supposed to be. All talk, promoting you, talking you up. So I don't think Gervonta was actually trying to shade Floyd Mayweather. And I don't think you're going to see a response from Floyd at all. Now, he went on to say some additional things, and then he put up a tweet saying, hey, just got a phone call from Al. I got to get off Twitter now. So, basically saying that Al say, hey, man, get off Twitter, dog. And maybe someone from Top Rank need to call Shakur Stevenson as well and tell him to get off. Maybe he needs to have that ear or that voice in his ear as well. But Jay, what's your thoughts on that? Gervonta Davis and the comments that he made in regards to Floyd Mayweather, do you believe that there's any legitimacy to that? Or, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, he didn't no shots at Floyd. No shots at all. He even said it afterwards, man. I didn't take that as a shot at Floyd. He just said what Floyd did. Floyd was a promoter. Floyd was doing what he's supposed to do. He helped get Tank a title shot, whether it be a Reggie belt or not. He helped Floyd he helped Tank get a title shot one way or another, but Tank had to do the heavy lifting in the ring by knocking people out in spectacular fashion. And that's what he's been doing thus far. I think when he said Al took over and said things are going to go up, I think Al wanted to put him in other matches that Floyd really didn't want to put him in just yet, I think. So I think that's what he meant by Al. We know Al is everyone's advisor pretty much over on that side of PBC and TMT. So, they work hand in hand. It's just he's more direct than Floyd is with handling Tank's career right now. So, but also they're trying to make it seem like no one else piggybacked off the wave of Floyd Mayweather. Don't act like Shakur and Devin didn't get any props from Floyd that helped their career, because Floyd had them in the ring. Why else would they had them in training with them and trying to co-sign some of them? Talk good about them. That helped everybody. So don't act like Tank was the only one that was getting a nice little bounce or boost from Floyd. They all did. That's why they kept going to Floyd. Hell, that's why Keyshawn Davis went to Floyd's gym and tried to work with him and learn from him then. It all helps your portfolio. It's helped build you up. You're trying to take people that know Floyd, since Floyd is known by everybody and his marketability. You're trying to take some of that. It's not wrong with doing that. You're not, as long as you just don't rely on that. Tank did not rely on that. Tank stood out on his own the way he was knocking people out. And he showed different ways of beating fighters. You know, regardless of what level you're a fighter, some people may say he was fighting. He fought different types of styles, different styles of fight, and beat them in different ways. He wasn't just one. He's not a slugger. He's a boxer puncher, more or less, because he can box. He has a high boxing IQ. You know, so but to be disrespectful of Tank acting like he ain't do nothing. You know, that's why he had to come out and put the little emoji with the muscles, like pretty much like he did the heavy lifting, which he did. And don't be mad at Floyd for doing what he's supposed to do. He's a promoter. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to get his guy in there, and if his guy does what he's supposed to do in the ring, it's a match made in heaven. And that's what they were doing. They were making big numbers, and he's putting on some good shows. So we'll see where Tank goes from here. But to act like no one else got a boost from being around Floyd, that's just being disingenuous, because everyone gets a boost whenever you're associated with Floyd.
That's factual. Just like individuals got a boost when they were associated with Oscar De La Hoya. Like,
yep.
I think Canelo Alvarez got to some extent a boost by being associated with Oscar De La Hoya.
He did.
So, I mean, it is what it is. That's part of your promotion, right? If you are a fighter, you get a boost from being with Top Rank versus Samson. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You get a boost by being with PBC versus, I don't know, some lower level, lower tier promoter, right? You're going to get a boost from being with Matchroom. That's why these kids want to come out and be gold medalists, right? Because when you get with the right promoter, they're going to be able to put you on the right path for you to make the most money. So you're going to get a boost by being associated with certain fighters or certain promoters. So, I mean, it is what it is, dog. So I don't have a problem with that. And, you know, I really don't have a problem with what Tank said, you know, because at the end of the day, we really don't know exactly what Tank was speaking of. We don't know if he was speaking to something specific with the business aspect of Mayweather Promotions, which I doubt, because he's never actually complained about anything like that. My personal opinion is he was probably saying something to the effect of, you know, Floyd and himself and some of the angst and turmoil that they went through when he was signed to Mayweather Promotions is probably what he was talking about in regards to Al Heyman knew what was going on. So it is what it is. But I can't validate that whatsoever. So, like I said, it is what it is. We'll see if Floyd says anything, which I doubt. Floyd is always going to be in the corner of Gervonta Davis, and I just feel like Tank was just responding to a comment that really didn't make any sense, because no matter what, Devin Haney is not on the same level as a Gervonta Davis. So you guys,
exactly, the A side.
Exactly. You guys tell us what you think in the comment section in regards to the comments that Gervonta Davis made. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. Jay, I'm going to give you one last opportunity to say something to the people before we wrap this video up.
Tank all day, every day.
There you go. Until next time, people, peace.